Hello guys, today we'll cover the only dual blades you can use for a universal build, the Zo Shia Dual Blades, Blazing Liel. This weapon works across all monsters, requires minimal adjustments, and offers strong performance even without specialized sets. Blazing Liel comes with a solid 220 raw damage, a good sharpness gauge, and 5% affinity. Its elemental value isn't extreme, 140 dragon, but that's exactly why it fits into a universal build. You don't rely on monster-specific weaknesses. Instead, you will focus on its skill White Flame Torrent, a weapon skill that deals 50 fixed damage on monsters, ignoring monsters' hit zone values, defense, and hunter's attack. Every first attack has a 33% chance to trigger White Flame Torrent. If it doesn't, the second attack has a 50% chance, and the third attack is guaranteed to activate, with a 3-second cooldown between each eligible hit. Note that not every attack can trigger White Flame Torrent, but this doesn't matter. If you stick to the meta combos, you're good to go. For all the following builds, the weapon will have these jewels. 4 weakness exploit builds. Razor Sharp plus Handicraft. Critical Boost 3. For all the Mind's Eye builds instead, we have Razor Sharp plus Handicraft and Mind's Eye 3. For the comfort build, I recommend using the classic Immortal build, with 2 pieces Zo Shia and 2 pieces Arkveld. Here's the build I made, but there are many variants you can do. Zo Shia head and chest, Guardian Arkveld arms, and Arkveld waist and legs. This build gives you incredible resistance and extremely fast health recovery thanks to Arkveld's Hunger, a set bonus that regenerates health when you attack a monster. Super Recovery, Zo Shia's bonus that restores health up to the max value, even if there is no red portion. And Recovery Speed 3. With this set, you won't even need to drink potions. Don't forget to drink an immunizer to recover health at the speed of light. Note that to make the most out of this build you have to fight monsters whose weak spots you can easily hit. If not, your affinity will be too low, but don't worry, I have a comfy build for tough monsters too. Now a build made for when weakness exploit is useless. Check my video that explains when and why you should use weakness exploit, Mind's Eye, and how weak spots work. I'm not gonna lie, finding a good universal comfort build for Mind's Eye was a really challenging quest, but here we have Arkveld head and arms, Zo Shia chest, waist, and legs. Since we can't rely on weakness exploit crits, the goal of this build is to get hit, so you can trigger all your damage with Elemental Absorption, Convert Element, Counterstrike, and Latent Power. You should be strong enough to withstand attacks, because all this set is made of full level 8 armors, and a level of Divine Blessing is always helpful. Same for the other comfy build. Don't forget to buff, and drink an immunizer to maximize the effect of this build. Okay, now let's dive into the juicy part. The high damage, the big numbers. For the full damage build, we have a mix of Baby Magala and Lagiacrus. Again, there are many variants, but this is the one I recommend. Gore Magala head and waist, Lagiacrus chest and legs, Seregios arms. I use the Adrenaline Rush 3 talisman for extra damage, but you can use your favorite talisman. This is a very common build, adapted as a universal build with the use of Blazing Liel Dual Blades. You have a basic solid affinity with 25% from Baby Magala and 30% from Weakness Exploit. Then you have some extra affinity from Lagiacrus Azure Bolt and Latent Power 1. This build is perfect as a universal build because you have the extra damage of White Flame Torrent and Azure Bolt. For Mind's Eye, I usually play with Gammas and Fulgur Anjanath, but it looks like not everyone wants to manage their stamina for maximum might. If you're a beginner or approaching dual blades for the first time, I have for you a mix of Gammas plus Baby Magala. Magala's head and waist, Gamma's Raid Dao chest and arms, and Uthduno legs. There's nothing much to say here. The build is a classic. Since we are using a single weapon, Blazing Liel, the goal here is to reach the highest possible affinity to maximize the raw damage. You can even swap the Blazing Liel for the Artian with your favorite element if you want more damage. Don't tell me you skipped all the other builds just to come here to check the universal build. Be careful, brother, I'm watching you. The universal build is a mix of all the previous builds, both comfort and DPS, both weakness exploit and mind's eye. On the weapon this time, we have razor sharp plus handicraft, crit boost 2, and a level of mind's eye. Ray Dow Gamma head and chest, Arkveld beta arms and waist, Uthduno legs. We still have Arkveld's hunger, recovery speed 3, and divine blessing 3 for comfort. We have guts from the 3 gamma pieces, which gives you 5% attack and lets you resist 1 KO, and after that you get a 5% defense boost. We have latent power 5 for affinity and a bit of weakness exploit. All you need in a single build. And that's all for today's guide. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.